What's going on, family? This is episode 85 of the Pharaohs Podcast. I'm your host, Solomon, and I am joined, as always, by Mr. What's Good himself, Israel.
What's good? It's another day to be great. Yeah.
Man, I know it's dinner time. Y'all excuse Israel. He always eating when the show start.
Man, look, I'm whipping and flipping, man. I'm up here. Yeah, yeah. It's comida. It's time to eat. Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
What
What you
is
been on,
going
bro? How you
on,
been?
bro? Man, I've been good. How you feeling, man?
I'm pretty decent, besides being hungry, just pretty decent. It's been a good weekend. Um, I be trying to figure out what I be doing so much. It be so much going on. Got some good rides in, motorcycle stuff. Went on a date, dates and things, and motorcycle things, and work.
A date?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta take your lady friend out every now and then. Make them happy. Spend some quality time.
For sure.
Yeah, what you been up to?
You know what? This weekend I didn't have too much going on. I met some people, keeping meeting new people every week. I love that. I love shout out to the subscribers for sure. Shout out to the people who are shout out to the Spotify listeners. I got to keep giving them love each time
Definitely,
because
big
some
shout out.
people they don't have the time to sit down and watch us on YouTube. So, but they definitely listen. So, shout out to the Spotify listeners. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to um just the support that we get, each and every week. Um, who wants to participate and some just they want to sit in and just watch us and see what we got to say. So, like I say, shout out to all of the subscribers and the Spotify listeners. Yeah, like I say,
Big
this
shout out.
weekend just working. I was supposed to go see Michael. I did not get a chance to see it. Maybe I'll get a chance to see it this week.
That's for sure.
Um, yeah, maybe I can get a chance to see it this
Surprise,
week.
man! You
So
usually in your movie bag doing reviews and stuff.
I know, right? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go. I just didn't get a chance to go. I was supposed to go. I just didn't get a chance to go.
Well, you could go tomorrow, man. It's Tuesday. They got $6 Tuesdays or something like
I
that.
can go tomorrow if it is
The
Tuesday. You're
matinee,
right about that.
early
Yeah, I
show.
mean, I was gonna get into the. I don't, I'm not a big Michael fan, so like, I mean, he cool. You know what I'm saying? He's the king of pop for sure to me. He got classics on top of classics. He, one of the best streaming artists of all time, selling artists, I mean, of all time before streaming even got here. But he's also now making even more money. I think the movie is making over $1 billion and he's not even here. So that speaks volumes within itself of the Michael Jackson thing. But I am trying to see Mortal Kombat 2
Mm. Yeah, I heard they
for,
pushed out
just for
another one.
my just for my enjoyment and my entertainment. And can't wait for Scary Movie 6 to come out.
Scary movie six. What
Um
movie just came out? What was that? Scream.
yeah,
They
that was
would they be
Scream 6 or 7.
they be trying to coincide so it stay around the same. Scary movie
No,
is the
remember,
funny version, right? The comedy.
yeah, the parodies of it's the unserious version
Yeah,
of
Scream.
horror films as a whole.
Okay,
No,
okay.
horror films as a whole. Like they use different horror films in that parody. It's just like how they used to do a lot of parody movies back in the day, but they stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm definitely uh I'm definitely trying to see that when it comes out, but that's June. But so May, yeah. You gotta catch my attention when it comes to movies. Um, all right, family, let's get into it because I wanted to be able to wait a second before I had to do some things, but we gotta start this off right. Okay. So first of all, right off the top, family, make sure every Monday before you come and see us here at the Pharaohs Podcast, Mondays with Makita on TikTok every Monday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mondays with Makita on TikTok. And if you go to her TikTok page at Sugar Bolly, that is SugaBolly, you're gonna see uh Makita and myself going through a lot of life topics and talk about some good discussions and pieces and stuff. Today we was talking about gift giving and people being grateful and ungrateful for that. And then we also talked about prom and how these proms are now like the most expensive, spectacular things that I don't know. It's like they set up prom like it's like a wedding. Was it like that for you when you went, or did you go to prom?
Yeah, I went to prom. I think I went twice.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that
it
for
was
you
like
going twice.
crazy week. But yeah, it was like I don't think it was that crazy. It used to be like you get dressed, you know, you go to your date house, and then everybody watch y'all. Y'all take pictures outside. You put the little corsage on each other and stuff. Then you got a nice little
Hmm.
car, right?
Yeah.
And then you take pictures at the prom, and then it's an after party, or So let's see, the first prom I went on, that's how it was. The West Side stuff, we was out there on the West Side. Had my girl from the West Side at the time. Get there, take pictures, do the corsage and stuff. I had a chauffeur. We had a chauffeur. So and then we took pictures
Yeah.
up in there and had a good time. Oh, excuse me. Then afterwards went to the crib. Second, the second one, which was my prom. What was it? We had like a location where we all met up at. It was one of my friends' house, and we had the limo, and everybody took pictures kind of before and then there, and then we had the limo take us to prom, and then from the prom we went to the bowling alley. We went to a bowling alley afterwards. That was pretty cool. So, but it wasn't like, oh, here goes the jet, Corvette flying out the jet with parachutes, and you got Rolls Royces. My car, we had the limos were nice back then, and then it was a Chevy Tahoe that we had, or we had we had an Armada. But it wasn't no $100,000 Rolls Royce or Benzes is cool. They affordable these days, but it wasn't no crazy exotic car. Cause my thing is like, one, who's driving the car? Two, like, do they even know how to drive for real to drive these expensive cars, which is crazy. So they need to push weddings, push the weddings and stuff like that. Society is just all messed up. But how was your prom? I know you went on at least two of them, right?
I only went on one. No, my prom experience was fine, but yeah, I was like I said, we had mentioned that on Mondays with Makita earlier today because it was like, man, are we like, why is it so extravagant? Like, is it like you say, $100,000 car to rent? Like people flashing 5-3 bands, and they picture with they suit or they dress on. It's like, man, these kids are going. They're spending like, I heard that they was spending like $8,000 just for the prom send off. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, y'all still got graduation, y'all still got college fees coming on, and to
Yeah.
the to the school year in the fall. what? Why y'all spending all this money on this on
Most
just
likely
a dance?
that part. If they really dancing, and maybe they not going to college afterwards, because who knows? They
Well,
probably
that
come out
too.
as too much, or they
Yeah,
taking a
we
year
talked.
off. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, we talked about all that. So
Yeah,
yeah, check out Mondays with Makita family. Like I say, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, family. Let's
is
get
that
into
recorded?
one of. It's not recorded. We're
It's on
trying
live.
to. It's live, but we're
Okay,
going to incorporate some things where we can get her on the channel.
that's what's up.
Because we have a good time with our discussions. All right, family. Let's get into the first topic, and this is one of the well, not the first topic, but this is one of our favorite segments. And it's a question that we all need the answer to all the time, and that is it disrespectful? We got a lot of is it disrespectfuls today. But one story that stood out to me, I don't know if you ever heard about this man, Israel, this guy, his name is Chud the Builder. Well, that's his streaming name, Chud the Builder. I don't know
It
if you ever
sounds
heard about him.
interesting. He
So
sounds interesting.
basically, yeah. So basically, he's racist. Let me just put it out like that, okay? Okay, rage baiting live streamer Dalton Eberly, known as Chud the Builder, is being held on a $1.25 million bond after being charged with attempted murder in connection with a shooting outside of a Tennessee courthouse.
Woo!
Eitherly 28 and another man sustained gunshot wounds during the shooting incident Wednesday outside the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, according to Montgomery County Sheriff Office. There was a physical altercation that escalated to gunfire. All right, so
Montgomery, what, Alabama?
uh it said Clarksville.
Cartersville, Alabama?
Well, I mean, he said it said Tennessee. Hold on, let me show y'all the picture of this man, y'all, because we want y'all to know that this person ain't a black person. Okay, family, we gonna show y'all who he is. So that's what happened next. That's what happened. I'm telling y'all the story out of order. Following the investigation of the shooting, Etherly was arrested later that day, charged with attempted murder as well as employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. During his arraignment on the charges Friday, the judge noted that the need to protect the public interest and public safety due to the seriousness of the charges and the public location of the shooting, while setting the bond at 1.25 million.
That's crazy.
So that's just the second part of the story. Where's the is it disrespectful part? Okay, family. The is it disrespectful part? There was a clip. I was trying to find it. I could not find it. This man was going around with his phone and calling black people niggas, but he's saying it with the hard R.
Does it make him feel better? Like, was he laughing or he's doing this on purpose?
He
What
was
was
doing it
this?
on purpose. It was like rage baiting. Like he just was doing it for, of course, to get his numbers, his streams up, to clickbait and rage bait and all that stuff. And so I just want to ask Israel, is it disrespectful for a man to use another black man, even though he's white? Y'all just seen the picture. He looks real country too. Is it disrespectful for him to use black men as a uh, tool to use to drive his numbers up in his streaming. Because he was saying the N word with the hard R. And I'm like, yo, he's
Yeah, I think
wilding.
so. I think so because he can't do it any other way. So he figured, let's go the racial route.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. I'm gonna agree with you, bro. I think this is very disrespectful. You can definitely do something else besides be a racist to grab national attention. And look what happened to you, right? And I'm not saying this is the outcome of it, but look what happened to you, brother. Not brother, but look what happened to you. he,
All
he
right.
literally went around being racist, filming himself being racist, and then after that, after he was done being racist, he got arrested. Why? That's another thing. Why are you shooting at a courthouse?
Right. That should be like an instant 5 stars.
this is this GTA. He getting 5 stars for that.
Yeah, he getting 5 stars. He get all of them. No warning. He lucky he ain't get shot at.
Man, I'm bro. If this, I'm not gonna. I'm
Yeah,
trying my
yeah.
best.
Look, I know where you're going with it. You right. If he wasn't white, I'm sure he would have been shot.
I try my best not to put too much of an emphasis on these two things, but it's like, what is going on? What is going on? I guess today is a shooting episode because our next story is the same thing, family. And well, it's our first topic of the day. But before I get to that, off the top, I do need to remind people about, for our sports fans and whatnot, that the Cleveland Cavaliers advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals. So now it's going to be the
Crazy.
Cleveland Cavaliers versus the New York Knicks.
What?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
it ain't the championships.
No. In
Okay.
the Eastern Conference, and then the Western Conference is going to be
You see.
the Spurs versus OKC, and
Yeah.
whoever wins that West is going to the finals. Whoever wins in the East goes to the finals, and then we'll see what happens when June starts.
I think it's gonna be OKC and the Knicks.
I think it's gonna be OKC and the Knicks as well. I mean, but ain't nobody stopping Victor Wembanyama right now. That man is 7'5", and
Who team he
yeah,
on? The Spurs?
he's on the Spurs. Yes, sir.
What is Spurs at?
Spurs are San Antonio, Texas.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Got jumping in the blood.
yeah.
I don't know. I still think OKC. OKC gonna take it all. Knicks would be the underdog. Yeah, but I think OKC. They won last year, didn't they?
Yep. OKC won last year. Yep. They're trying to
Yeah,
repeat.
yeah. I say a back to back. They could do it. They made it this far. They got what it takes.
Yep. So we'll definitely keep an eye out on that. I don't know who's gonna win. Each time I predict, it's like it goes haywire. But I did think that the Cavaliers were going to beat the Detroit Pistons. I just didn't see Detroit going to the Eastern Conference final. I just didn't think that was happening.
The Cavs not
Um,
versus Knicks. I don't think so.
the Cavs have Donovan Mitchell and James Harden and then they have two big centers, two tall guys in the front court. So I mean, it depends. It's going to be a good series to watch. So I'm gonna keep an eye out on that.
They might be starstruck to be up and be there this far. You know, how some people be like, "Oh, I can't believe I made it," and then you got other people like, "Yeah, we back again." Repeat, we can't take it. Like, yeah, y'all too awestruck. So, yeah, that's what I think gonna happen.
Well, I mean, these two teams that's in the East, the Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers, they both did some things to their teams to say that they're all into winning right now. They did some massive trades. They did move some pieces. They did paid some people. They say they need a championship this year. So we're going to see, if they can, whoever goes from the East to face either OKC or the San Antonio Spurs in the finals. Other sports, real quick, they just released the NFL schedule for this upcoming season. Israel, they got the Bears coming to Atlanta
Oh yeah.
October 17th. We need tickets.
They just had the Cubs and the Braves. I think the Cubs. No, who was it?
That
Cubs
was the
and the
Cubs and White Sox,
Cubs and
wasn't
the
it?
Braves. They was playing the last couple of days
Oh,
down
okay, the
here.
last couple of days. Okay. What they?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah. I
yeah,
think
I
Thursday
kept
through
hearing
Sunday.
that. Yeah, I kept hearing that commercial. They definitely did say that they was playing it. Why I didn't get no tickets for that?
I don't know. I ain't either. But I don't even know what the games was score wise. I mean,
Yeah, I haven't paid attention to baseball for real. You know, baseball is a long season, so I don't really pay attention to baseball till the middle of the summer.
yeah.
Speaking of, I'm gonna try to get some baseball tickets when I get to Chicago. Take a group of people. We can all just go to a White Sox game. My people in Chicago, we're not going to a Cubs game. Okay. I am not a North Side person. I am
Nah,
a South
Cubs.
Side person.
Cubs been winning lately.
I am a
They
South Side
number two
person.
seed right
I
now.
don't care.
Sox
You
trash.
gotta be loyalty
Cubs
to a
winning.
team now.
Look, I'm all for Chicago. I got Cubs. I got Sox. I ain't got the Bears. I got the Bulls. Yeah, I'm Chicago, but yeah, I'm pro Chicago, all Chicago.
Yeah,
But still,
so they definitely released the NFL schedule. I can't wait for the season to start in August. But I definitely want to get tickets to that Bears versus Falcons game down here because I definitely want to go to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
I ain't never been yet.
Never been, so we gonna have to look into that, bro.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to make that an outing. All right.
we gotta talk about that thing. Hold up,
Yeah.
I'm trying to see the final score with the Braves. Yeah, the Cubs been beating up the Braves, which is crazy. The Braves got blanked in the series finales versus the Cubs. The bats, they couldn't get going right. Can't win them all. But yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
All right, we can move on.
All right, family. Let's get into the next topic of the day. And I don't know if you heard about this, Israel. I got a news report of a mosque shooting that happened in San Diego, California. Let's go to the news report and let's see what the news got to say about what has happened at the mosque.
At the Mosque.
Oh, and yeah, let's talk about it.
It's crazy.
Some critical information from the San Diego police chief, specifically the timeline. What he said is just a little over 2 hours ago, authorities were called to the Islamic Center of San Diego due to reports of gunshots. He said they arrived within about 4 minutes, police did, and then found these three men victims in the parking lot of the mosque. He said authorities then went to try to enter the mosque, as they often do. They'll try to identify any potential shooter, but then police got calls of yet more shots fired at another area near the mosque. They then went to that location. They said they learned that there was a landscaper there who had been fired upon, but thankfully was not struck by bullets. But here, I have to admit, Jake, is the most strange, bizarre, however you want to describe it, part. Authorities say that they found two men ages 17 and 19 in a vehicle they believe to be the suspects. They believe they died from self-inflicted gunshot wounds. That raises a lot of questions about, A, who those people are, but obviously what potential motivation there was here. We have had this question over the last couple of hours whether the shooter or shooters, plural, may have been associated with this mosque or whether this was complete, targeted violence from the outside. We did appear to get some indication of an answer to that from the police chief because he said that they've now brought in the FBI, the San Diego field office. He said they are treating this as a hate crime until they've determined that it's not. And of course, what that signals to us is that that would not appear to be someone who was a member of the Islamic Center there, if they're describing this as a hate crime. But again, a lot of questions here. We've.
All right, so this is crazy. Before we get into the story, shout out to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan on his 93rd birthday that happened last week.
Yeah, 93. I'm like, man, 93. That's crazy. That's
shout out to the nation. Shout out to the Nation of Islam. They are some brothers where some of our Coptic people are able to coincide with, talk to. We swap information and knowledge with each other all of the time. If you in the know, you in the know. You know who to talk to. You know who to talk to. I went to a lecture 1 year and brought a couple friends with me to see him live. He was at the Chicago State University doing a speech. It was powerful.
Yeah, that's the stuff. I watched a couple of times when he was live during the Founders Day that they be doing.
Yeah, so Israel, when it comes to this story, man, what do you think about this, man? A shooting at a mosque in San Diego, California.
I don't know, man. This is the most action they done had since Malcolm X, it seemed like, but I don't know. It's
He said the most action.
Man, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you got some of them overseas. But from the situation, it seemed like, I don't know, if it was just the two dudes outside and they was messing around with the gun or something because they didn't know how to work it. Who knows? It could have been some random stuff. Was they in the mosque or they was outside the mosque?
They was outside. They was outside the mosque, and they're not, as the news report said, they are not members of the mosque. So this is an outside situation.
If they were dressed up as Muslim people or whatnot, then you could say maybe they was on some other stuff. But if they were in regular clothes and stuff, who knows? They was probably two young dudes that don't know how to work a gun, and they killed each other. Stuff happen. Freak accidents happen all the time. But a crazy situation.
Just getting themselves in trouble. Huh?
Yeah. Maybe they was trying to commit suicide and get themselves back to Allah.
I'm trying not to. Okay, so when it comes to this story, well, first of all, let's pray and hope that if there are any survivors, that that they are looked after. The people who did was unalived, let's pray for their families. Because hey, this is a tragedy of people just coming out of nowhere and just doing certain things. This is nuts. We have to protect our temples, whether it's the mosque, whether it's the church, whatever you want to call it. We have to protect our temples, and this is something I haven't heard of since the whole Dylan Roof situation back in, I think, what was this, South Carolina, or was it North Carolina? I forgot which one of the Carolinas it was. Yeah, so it's like, hey, at some point, when it comes to the protection of your so-called temple and your holy place, your place of worship, whatever you want to call it, right? There's certain things you need to protect. And for them to come around thinking that it's okay to shoot at the mosque and then the people that's there is insane. And I hope whenever they catch, the FBI is now involved, once it go federal, they ain't letting stuff go. And once it go from the state level to the federal level, people's getting crucified. They getting years. So I can't wait to see when they catch these people and then they put on the charges and how many years that they'll face for being this stupid. it was a video. Speaking of being stupid and guns, it was a video in Chicago, right, of this guy. He was in line. He was in line, and he was ordering food. I don't know if he was at a Maxwell's or what. He was in line ordering food. The police officer was behind him. He went to reach in his pocket to pay the tab of whatever he ordered. His gun fell out of his pocket, hit the ground. Now, the police officer wasn't paying no attention, if you see the video. The man literally decided, instead of just putting the gun back in his pocket and running away, I mean, he probably ran because he probably got a warrant. He probably illegal. Who knows? It's probably a dirty gun. Who knows, right? Instead of him just running away, he picks up the gun and starts shooting at the police officer behind him in line. Then continued to run, shot at his partner in the police car.
What? This is crazy. Like, dude, nobody, you had 0 stars. You had 0 stars, and now you decide you dropped the gun and you want to get all 5 stars. And boop, boop, boop. Man, where was this at?
This was in Chicago.
What side of town was this on, man? That sounds like some south side stuff.
I'm gonna have to do some more digging to see which side of town, but it sounds like some west side stuff. I ain't gonna lie. It sounds like, something that's a West Sider would do.
That's some cluck stuff for real. Something, I don't know. Yeah, West Side, yeah. But I don't know.
He ended up getting caught, so he kept running. Now, the police officers, of course, they didn't, at first, the people he shot at, of course, didn't catch him initially. As he was running, another police car saw him. They heard over the radio that some police officers got shot at. That's how he got caught, because of the other police officer that was like a few blocks down, saw somebody running, and just they caught him.
Dang. See, once you scot free, you gotta stop running so you don't look suspicious. You just gotta move swiftly and change your clothes. Crazy.
The point of me saying this is like, yo, the people that's shooting, like, you're shooting at Mosque, you're shooting at police officers that didn't even think about you. He didn't even see, like, when you see the video, Israel,
you gonna
I think
show
the police
video?
officer was like, I don't have it with me. He wasn't even paying attention to the guy.
He could have easily just put it back in his pocket and been a regular day.
Well, I know he heard it. You can hit a gun. If you're gonna hit a gun fall, I know he probably heard it. That's what I'm saying. If you was gonna run away, just run away. Don't even
make it a big
just run away. Don't make it a big why you shoot? You could have took, even if they would have caught you with a gun, you could have took the gun charge without the other stuff. The maybe attempted, maybe shooting at a police officer. Like, all of these stuff is, man, all this about to stack up on you because you wanted to be, I don't know, Billy Bad. I don't know. But
he got paranoid. That's what happened. I don't know.
He got paranoid. Like I say, he probably had a warrant. I don't know. He probably thought, damn, he was gonna get caught. But all he had to do, put it back in your pocket. And if it was that deep, run without touching nobody.
Right.
Because I mean, the police probably would have just looked up like, what is he running for? Police can't just tell you stop running because you running. Like, it's a public place. If you didn't do a crime, they can't just tell you stop running.
Sometimes the police just like the dogs, man. They see you running, they start running too. They start chasing you.
Oh my God. Okay. Speaking of chasing. Israel, did you know that Nick Cannon got robbed by his accountant?
No, that's crazy. How you get robbed by his accountant?
Well, let's look at the story, because I definitely pulled it up. And this is might be a lesson, family, that we all need to pay attention to. All right, so TMZ reports Frank Musco, I don't know how to say his name, a former accountant at a high-end Beverly Hills management and tax firm, is accused of spending several years embezzling more than $2 million from Nick Cannon. Authorities believe that Frank has fled to Uganda, where he reportedly holds dual citizenship with the United States.
That's
Federal
crazy.
prosecutors just hit Frank with an 8-count indictment. Damn. Claiming he leveraged his position managing the business and financial affairs to elite celebrities. While the indictment doesn't mention Nick Cannon's name, TMZ sources confirm he's the alleged victim. The
Dang.
FBI alleges Frank's access gave him control of Nick Cannon's debit cards and pins, and Frank abused the access from December 2019 to June 2023 to withdraw roughly 1.7 million from ATMs, spend more than 165,000 on Amazon purchases, blow nearly 192,000 on personal travel, and rack up another 160,000 plus in miscellaneous personal expenses.
That's
In
crazy.
total, prosecutors say Frank embezzled more than $2 million from Nick Cannon without his knowledge or permission. Nick Cannon has reportedly been a client for nearly 20 years at the firm where Frank worked. If convicted, he faces up to 20 years in prison, federal prison, for each wire fraud charge, and up to 5 years for each tax evasion count.
Dang. That's crazy. The things people do for money, man.
Yeah. Yeah. This is crazy. I want to highlight this story because, family, we need to we need to pay attention to our bank accounts. Now, I know he's making so much money. My question is, how do you not know that you're missing $2 million?
Right. He let his money get too far away from him. That's what happened.
That is
That's what
that is a
happened.
lot of money that you ain't think to look up, like, where's my $2 million?
I hope he ain't like R. Kelly and he not noticing nothing. As in, like, maybe he can't count either. Because that'd be crazy. You got people dealing with your money you can't count.
Oh my God. Now he can't count. I think he's a very intelligent brother. I don't know about that.
Cause ain't no way. Boy, I look at my bank account like it's the news, the daily news. I'd be surprised. I'm like, what is this? Fraud. I'm like, yo, I did not make that. What? $40? What is? Yeah, I get calls from my bank or text message. Did you make this person? No, not for $40. No, not at all.
Man, it seems like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, this is crazy. But yeah, get him up out of here.
Yeah, crazy.
Get him get him up out of here. I was just doing the police siren sound effect. Get him up out of here.
I didn't hear that. I'm on the phone. I ain't hear it.
Get him up out of here because man, stealing. Yo, why all these accountants? This is like this such a.
I
It's
might
like
have to become
stories
an
like this
accountant.
all the time. You might have to.
You know, look. We side note while we talking about people stealing money, embezzling money, because
Yeah.
embezzling sounds so much better than stealing when it's the same difference. But yeah, my auntie was like, one of her managers at the job or GMs was walking around looking crazy because an $82,000 check went missing or something. I'm like, what? Missing in her bank account? Something? And then she like,
I
no,
saw that.
yeah. And I'm like, well,
You
you know
said,
what?
yeah, go ahead.
Need to go missing in my bank account. And then I was like, yeah, I need to do that. And then I send money. And then they said something. I'm like, well, y'all ain't going to be complaining when I'm sending y'all money now, is you? No. Right.
Yeah,
That's
I seen when you said that, you was like, sound like somebody gonna need a new job. They getting fired or something.
oh, yeah. Sound like they getting fired. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's what I would do if I was embezzling money. I make sure I send it to my peoples and probably have somebody on the side send, like, yo, I'm sending this to you, but give me this much, back. Yeah. So look, we all win-win. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is illegal. The way that he escaped to a whole other country is also funny.
Yeah,
He
that's
knew
a
he was
big red flag. Cause why you escaping? You did it. You know you did it.
he knew that he knew he messed up. What they say, this is when he knew he fucked up. Yeah,
Yeah.
that he
This is when you knew.
Oh man. Well, prayers for the brother. I hope Nick Cannon is able to get his money on back, or something
Yeah.
happens, maybe
Hopefully
some
so.
justice, something, because I mean, at the end of the day, yo, this is I was just saying before you had told that story, that there are so many people that is getting, they pockets ran by their accountants. This ain't the first celebrity that is getting their money stolen. And I'm trying to figure out how they not paying attention. I know you gotta trust. I know you have to trust your
Right.
your accountants and people that you put in place to handle your money. But at the same time, you gotta watch your money too.
Right.
Family,
You
this
know
is
what?
the advice we trying to give you. Why this story is relevant. Y'all need to watch y'all money. Y'all know some of y'all making some big money, some people probably not. But look, build the habit of watching your money.
Pay attention to the money on us.
Pay attention to your money, man. Because listen here, when I get that alert that something got withdrawn out of my account, I know exactly what it's going to. Okay.
Right.
And if it looking funny, I'm calling the bank. Or I'm calling wherever I just came from that's supposedly spent the money at. I need to know, what's going on.
Yeah. That part, definitely so.
All right, family. Before we get to the main topic, because I think I might have a rant in me with this next one. Let's go to a quick video that I want us to react to. And shout out to the people who's watching live. Thank you for your support. But let's spice it up a little bit before I get into the last topic of the day that I think I'm a rant on. I don't know.
A big news. Yesterday, the Southern Poverty Law Center, known as SPLC, was indicted for secretly funding hate groups such as KKK and neo-Nazis. This is significant because SPLC was the same organization labeled my father's movement as a hate group and labeled my father as an anti-white racist. These labels demonized my father and the Nubian nation, contributed to the persecution and unfair conviction of my father. Now the truth starts coming out. The whole thing is a huge scam. SPLC had always presented themselves as the most powerful fighter against racism and hate groups and asked people to donate to them. They amassed massive amount of money, literally $1 billion. But they secretly hired people to join these groups to do hateful things. In short, they are playing both sides. They created evil and made huge amount of money pretending that they were fighting those evilness created by themselves. You know what? For decades, I have been warning y'all that there are snitches in the community. There were people who pretended working for my father, but secretly railroaded him to the destruction of his movement. And some of these people are still there. It is their business to infiltrate an organization and then ruin and rob it. That is why I have been saying that we need to create a new non-for-profit, clean from those snitches, in order to spread the true knowledge and fight for my father's freedom.
All right. I don't know who her father is,
York, so I'm
but
sure it's Dr. York. Did you see her name?
okay, okay,
You ain't see the name?
maybe that
Go
is.
back to it and
I
look at
didn't
the
even
name.
I ain't even look at the name. But hold on, before I get to
I think
this.
it said Umi
So
York or some shit. It's something like that. It might be
so it
York.
says Southern Poverty Law Center. That's what she kept naming the company as is dedicated to creating a world where black and brown communities are represented and respected by our democracy. And it is in Texas.
Hmm.
All right. Israel. So, and my thought when it comes to this whole that her video is that this ain't new. A lot of people don't even know that a lot of these groups were started to basically start hate or fuel hate or like the KKK, like how they're funded by. We knew they were funded by the federal government because they were letting them do whatever. They was hanging black people left and right
Right.
during the civil rights. Come on now, you telling me that the police couldn't find not one person that was doing all of these lynchings? No, they knew
They
exactly
was
who was
probably
doing
the
it.
main ones doing
They
it. The
was the
police was
ones
probably doing
doing
it.
it. They was doing it. So, family, I brought this to everybody's attention to let people know, hey, listen, some of these don't be fooled now. I've been talking about doing background checks and investigative work for a little bit, right? And when it comes to certain organizations, just like Black Lives Matter, people think that black people started that organization. That is not true. It is funded by other entities that is in politics, that is fueling certain groups, such as the Black Lives Matter movement, and people who are into basically destroying each other. Who they're fighting with each other. Who's funding this stuff? Who's funding the all right, black here? Oh, okay, white here, Hispanic here. You got ICE doing this. You got it's just so much going on, and they're being funded on purpose to distract us, to make us hate each other, to fight each other. It's just so much going on in period, just in our country, period. Israel, you heard her talk about, the KKK being funded by the government. What you think about that?
I think it's crazy how the government say they have no money, but they find money to fund these hate groups like ICE. Like, where you get money to fund ICE? Before we ain't have money. Now you got money to fund ICE. What type of mess is
Yeah.
that? It's crazy. It's they might be the ones. Who knows? These are probably their offsprings. The offsprings
Mm,
of the KKK, and they
mm.
phasing it out and starting new ones.
I
Same
heard they got some
difference.
black people on ICE team that's helping out with rounding up all of the illegal people.
Probably so. I wouldn't be surprised, especially if the money right. I don't even know how do you go about like working for ICE? Like, what do they have a job site? Like, how? That's crazy.
We looked it up. I thought we knew, didn't we?
I don't. I think we did. I think we asked about the pay or something, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
we
Like
asked
they
about
got
the
a
pay, which is pretty decent. Yeah.
yeah, which is like how you come up with a budget for ICE? Like what? They need years of what are the qualifications?
Mm,
Crazy work, man. It's crazy work.
yeah. So I'm up here like, man, this is crazy that these videos and people are showing like, how can we sue? How can we take these type of situations into the Supreme Court
Right.
where we can complain and we can say, hey, this was not right. This was happening in our country. Y'all go back and lock all these people up. Y'all went back to 1970s to lock up Bill Cosby. How
Which is
come we can't
crazy.
lock up these people from that era and be before
Oh
when it
yeah.
comes to the hate crimes they did to black people?
Statute of limitations. It should be real, but apparently it's they picking and choosing. That's what it is.
It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, family. Let's get to the last topic of the day, and this one might turn me up a little bit. So basically, there was a roast of Kevin Hart on Netflix. People say it's funny. I didn't watch all of it. I think it's okay. It's whatever. But there was a joke by Tony Hitchcliffe um about George Floyd. Let's hear him go off a little bit. He's been having his jokes ready. So let's hear a little bit of his roast for Kevin Hart going and leading into the joke about George Floyd.
Academy Awards because of some homophobic tweets, but you'd be homophobic too if you were eye level with everyone's cock. He got into a fist fight on a private plane, proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. I was fighting. Like Bill Cosby, Hart is a black comedian from Philadelphia, and like Bill Cosby, women don't know when Kevin is inside of them. You've done good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
Crazy. I don't know if you heard that. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy work. It's like some jokes don't need to be a joke. Like seriously.
Yeah. So what do you think about that?
He shouldn't have. He could have left the George Floyd out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for him to say he's laughing so hard
He can't breathe.
that he can't breathe when you know that he died from suffocation from a police officer kneeling his knee on his neck.
Right.
Family, I don't believe that this was funny. And I know some people are trying to defend it. I think even Kevin Hart is trying to defend it. I am not laughing about police injustice. I don't believe it's humorous, it's funny at all to joke about the injustices of America when it comes to black men and women being brutalized, unalived, and attacked by police, by racist police officers. I think that joke was distasteful. You can even hear the crowd. They were laughing, giggling at the other jokes. It got to that joke, and everybody was like, "Oh." It was engaged. It was literally engaged. Yeah,
right. That's where you got to be like the one and be like, "Yo, that's messed up." Like you got to say that. You got to say what's on your mind right there, and then that's messed up. And let him hear.
Kevin Hart. I mean, look here. The roast was okay. You know what I'm saying? You got Cat Williams to come out there and we know y'all don't like each other. Try to squash y'all beef or whatever. But at the same time, look, that was uncalled for. And then y'all check each other's jokes. Like y'all green light, like, okay, yeah, you can say this on TV.
Supposedly.
So when you heard it, supposedly, but when you hear something like that, even in rehearsal, or the people who's putting it on a teleprompter, the person who's running the roast itself should have said, "I don't think that is funny. I think you should take that joke out. I think it will give you backlash. We already think that you're racist. You have a history of people believing that you're racist."
Yeah.
I don't think it's funny. They don't joke about the Holocaust. Anything Jewish, call you anti-Semitic, they try to cancel you. Ask Kanye West.
And that's the crazy part. It's like you can talk about black people, you can treat them any type of way, but the moment you talk about the Jewish people, now you anti-whoop de whoop, but you ain't anti-black. Like, seriously? How's this a double standard? They trying to make it like that's taboo. Like, nah.
Yeah, I just don't believe it was funny. Now, some people might think it's funny. I mean, it's a roast. Don't be sensitive about it. Don't be this about it. Don't be that about it. I get that. I get it's a roast. I get that it's supposed to be funny. I get that it's all supposed to be humorous, and you got to be not have tough skin and be sensitive. But to joke about what caused a national movement because they were protesting about George Floyd. This was an actual social problem that could happen in America. We don't joke about stuff like that.
Right.
Because if it was your family that had their knee on their neck and they couldn't breathe and they passed because they were saying they can't breathe, you wouldn't joke about it. You would tell people not to joke about it. You would actually have such a problem with it that you might fight them.
Exactly.
Okay. Family, we got to get out of here. I didn't want to spend too much time or go too overboard with a rant for real about this, but it's not funny. And for the people who think it's funny, well, let's see how funny it is if it happened to you and your family.
That part.
I don't care about Hollywood and they stuff. They always saying something. And then you already know, people think that you're racist already. All right, family. Y'all know what time it is. This is one of our favorite segments of the show, and that is Ask the Pharaohs. And this question comes from Derek, and Derek says, "Ask Israel, what do you believe is the difference between spirituality and religion?"
Who asked this question?
Derek.
Who is Derek? Why they asking me?
Well, no, they're asking us, but I'm just,
Okay.
saying your name. Yeah.
Okay. Man, the difference between spirituality and religion is that basically the question?
That's the question. Yes.
I'd be like, to sum it up to a certain point, I would say spirituality is like freedom and religion is containment. You could say to a certain extent, but like religion is like structure. It give you like the base, in my opinion, it'll give you like the base of how to live and foundational thoughts and morals and values per se. And spirituality is where you get more of the flex and the freedom to room to grow with like different spiritual tools to help you out in life for real. Religion gives you the base, spirituality give you more so the uniqueness and freedom in my perspective. What so say you, Solomon?
Well, I'm glad you asked me, Israel. All right, Derek. So I'm gonna break it down like this. Spirituality is something that's undefined by the laws of I want to say, oh man, it's more of spirituality is more of you being, it's free, like Israel said. It's more of something that's in you, not taught to you, more of like automatic, just like how your heart starts beating automatically, it beats all of the time. without you having to start it, without you have to think about it, without you having to even be awake, right? Spirituality is something that's just a part of you. Religion is more so taught. Religion is more so ideology, but spirituality is you yourself, your breath, your being is what spirituality is, I believe. Religion is more so of like, can you conform to the laws of what we teaching you? Can you listen to the direction that man is giving you? Spirituality does not have to be really taught per se. If you look within you, you'll find a lot of answers to the most difficult questions that people want to ask. Who is God? Where do we come from? Some of these type of wandering questions that may be in your mind, you can usually get from yourself.
Right.
And spirituality is yeah, it's just more freeing. Religion is more so of a practice, of a habit. Spirituality, it just is. It's
Yeah.
just you.
Spirituality is like where you learn how to use the tools of life, tools of the universe. Yeah,
Hmm.
to help you out with life. Whether it be your Holy Ghost, your inner man, or your one-on-one with God, learning how to call on the wind. There's certain spirits you command to help in your life. It's like, you got the magic, the the sauce, you know. But yeah, that's
All
what I
right,
think.
family. Please email us at the Pharaohs Podcast at gmail.com if you want to give us some more questions for Ask the Pharaoh. Your question will be answered on air. All right, family. Next up segment is our newest segment of the year, and it is called Thoughts from the Pharaoh. And how Thoughts from the Pharaoh go? Each week, Israel and I will take turns back and forth, give you all our thoughts for that week, and it could be a Bible scripture, it could be a rant, it can even be encouraging. And this week is Israel's week, so Israel, take it away.
All right, so it is Money Making May, and then Money Making May, I actually got the money tip of the day for tomorrow, but I'm gonna say it tonight. So the money tip of the day is get you some money, okay? Get you some money. So I'm gonna tell a story. I was out with my biker people a couple of days ago, probably a Thursday night, where I should have been in the house. But I'm outside, I'm at the pump, and this guy comes up to me. He's like, "Excuse me, sir, can you help me out and spare a couple of dollars?" He gave me a whole sob story or something like that. I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Why you not at work?" He's like, "Oh, it's the whole story." I'm like, "Nah, your family need money. You need to be at work, not out here asking for money. Like, you need to be at a job." And he goes to say, "Oh, it's a sob story and he got so much going on." Long story short, go get you some money. You out here begging. Like, it's so many people out here hiring for jobs. You don't even need a certification for some of the stuff. Whether you working at a gas station, you working at Family Dollar, Wendy's, restaurant, retail, fast food, sales. People are hiring every day. You just not applying yourself, and people want to be a victim so much to society. Is crazy. Like, go get you some money. If you feeling sad because you ain't got it, go get you some money, okay? Put in some extra hours. Put in 20-hour shifts. It's possible. They got jobs like that, right? There's a couple of times where I done pulled a 20-hour shift at a job. Like, yo, if they giving it, I'm taking it. Instead of me being like, oh, they ain't giving me the hours, or oh, they making me work double time. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna put this hours in so my money next week, it ain't gonna be short. It's gonna be overflowing. Go get you some money on so you can have some fun on in Money Making May. And that's the money tip of the day. Thoughts of the Pharaoh. Yes, sir.
All right, that's Sure thought, hey, I'm with you when you're right now. I love to go give me some money now. Come on.
Yes, sir. Look, you
Gotta
feeling
have
sad?
gotta
Just go
have the
get some more
money.
money, man. Get in the bag. You feeling sad? Get in the bag.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I'm feeling down, I'm feeling like, man, oh man, like, hey, if your heart is broken, go to work.
Yes. Go to work.
If you
Just go to
dealing with
work.
a heartbreak, just go to work.
Yeah, just go to work.
If you feeling sad, feeling depressed, I know you probably might feel sad and depressed while you're at work, but just go to work. Cause guess what? You gonna feel better when that check hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. When I'm frustrated, I just go to work.
All right. Just go to work. Stay at work. Try to pick up a shift, double shift. You know, hey, see another way I could sell something or get some more money today. You know. Yeah.
There's a million ways to make $1 million. There is so many people who are on bad terms or maybe not getting the financial success that they want because they are not thinking of different ways to continue to get to the bag. If you put your mind to the finances, you'll find a way to get to it.
Absolutely right. That's the part. You just gotta think. You gotta think. Think and it will grow. Think
Yeah,
for your growth. Look at that. Yeah.
for sure. For sure. You started me up. I love money talk now.
Yeah. Look, I've been doing my money tip of the day for Money Making May every day. Just about except for like Mother's Day and Mrs. Day. But still, yeah. I gotta do a little tidbit out here.
I definitely got your book. Around
Yes,
here
sir.
somewhere.
Oh, well, I got the book too, boy. You got
I
people.
definitely got
Damn. Well,
621 money
yeah.
tips. Y'all get that. It's online, 621 money tips. Okay. It's on
Yes, sir.
Amazon. Is it on Barnes and Noble as well?
It is on Amazon. I don't know if it's on
Okay.
Barnes and Noble, but
Okay.
definitely on Amazon, or you could go to my website and yeah, you could hit me up personally, you know, and get
Some money tips.
autograph. Yeah, yeah,
For
yeah.
sure,
That's
for
that.
sure.
Okay.
Well, family, I'm glad we ended up on a positive note. I ain't want to end up on no racist stuff. Uh but family, thank you for joining us for episode 85 of the Pharaohs Podcast. I'm your host, Solomon, and you can follow me on Facebook at Solomon Walker. You can follow me on Instagram at CJ Walker 103. And if you want to get your book published, you can email me at cwalker1582 at gmail.com. Any business inquiries, anything you want to talk about when it comes to anything, especially getting to the money on, you could
To
definitely hit
money.
us up.
Yes,
Definitely hit
sir.
us up. Definitely on the Pharaohs Podcast at gmail.com. Israel, where can people find you?
Man, y'all can find me here on the podcast. You can find me at JohnATL61 at gmail.com. You can find me at my website, JonathanJohnson61.com. And you can find me at the Pharaohs Podcast.
Yes, sir. And family, guess what? If you can't see our handsome faces on a Monday on YouTube, every Tuesday, the Pharaohs Podcast is on Spotify. Like I say, shout out to all of the Spotify listeners because they are coming in clutch. And I'm making sure that we get y'all the new episodes weekly. And if y'all, if y'all say I'm taking too long, let me know. Say, hey, Solomon, where's the episode? I got you. Trust me, I got
Gonna
you.
post it. Right.
Yeah, it's gonna get posted for sure, for sure. All right, family. With all that being said, anything else, Israel?
Nah, congratulations to the newlyweds, Asia and Shay.
I think it's
What's their last what's their last
Parker.
name? The Parkers.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. And then it's ATL Black Bike Week. It started Wednesday until
Hey, y'all gonna be outside, huh?
Sunday. We outside, boy. And then let's see. My friends and family day for church is on the 30th. Yeah, and Memorial Day weekend, people getting out of school. Summer, summertime fun. Yeah, we outside, man. That's all I got.
All right, family. Faith Temple is having the pastoral anniversary of the Candace Queen Hatshepsut. I think every week we having something going on every Sunday until the end of the month. So y'all
This
check that
month?
out this month. Yes, sir.
Man.
I'm popping up there. I'm about to pop up there real quick. See what's up. Say what's up to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm coming up there, y'all. Don't worry. My empresses miss me. Now let me stop. Let me calm down. Now. Let me get off this podcast while I get in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
This guy.
All right, family. With that being said, peace.